What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hero Zero here on the Heroes for Hire podcast. My name is Shaun, and joining me as always
what a weird...
is, let me finish, is my partner in crime, Mr. Conor Lawler.
Weird enunciations on several different words there.
Bringing some change to the pod.
You're all over. I'm very confused.
I don't know what's going on with me.
What do I cheer on? What do I, like... half of it is up, half of it is down.
Half of it is where it needs to be.
Right, okay.
The other half is where we're going.
Oh, Jesus, fair play.
So, apparently.
This is Hero Zero, Shaun.
Yeah, what do we do here on Hero Zero, Conor?
We choose one comic book character every single week, and we do their good points and their bad points. I'll just give you a bit of a rundown on the character. Normally there aren't someone major like Batman or Superman. We kind of give you the ones that aren't probably covered as much in media.
Yeah.
But sometimes we do like famous characters, and actually people like them a lot.
Yeah, because I think it's more relatable to do female characters.
But then we do ones where nobody knows anything. Blue Beetle last week, nobody knows anything about that guy.
Really cool though.
But it's fine. So,
yeah.
And we also do some shit characters as well.
We haven't done one in a while.
I'm thinking of one for maybe 2 weeks from now, maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
But it's your week this week, Shaun. You normally do Marvel.
I do normally do Marvel.
And I do DC. So last week I did Blue Beetle, as I said.
Yes.
And before that, who did you do?
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. No, you didn't. You did Blade.
I did do Blade. Nick Fury was my one before that.
God. And this week, Shaun, it is your week. Please enlighten us to who we will be discussing.
Okay, well, I am doing a character that is probably going to be very important in the MCU coming up soon. It's a very cool comic character.
Batman.
No. It's by the name of Tony Masters.
Tony Masters?
Yes. That's right, Conor.
Okay.
It's Taskmaster.
Oh!
T-Masters.
T-Masters.
That's him. So...
And why is he important?
He is important because he is going to be the villain in the upcoming Black Widow movie. Mm-hmm. Coming to cinemas 2020.
But how could he possibly fight Black Widow? She is so cool and is like a spy and could kick the shit out of him.
Well, Tony Masters, and here I'm segueing into the report.
Here we go.
Was born with the ability to duplicate the movements of others through brief observation.
Right.
So at age 8, he discovered his photographic reflexes. That's what it's called.
So he's got like great memory, basically. Right.
Now,
okay,
I'll get into this.
Oh, sorry, I do. Yeah, go on.
He learned to dive into a swimming pool without learning how to swim by watching divers on TV.
Okay.
He learned how to play. He learned special basketball techniques by watching NBA games.
Spinning it on his finger.
Yeah.
The Michael Jordan jump.
And he learned how to twirl a lasso like the cowboys on TV. Okay. So anything he saw, he could just do.
Just like with no practice.
Yeah, just instantly do it. He, when he fights, he can temporarily fight faster because he used to watch kung fu movies at double speed.
Right.
Now he can't do it for long because it fucks with his body, but he can do it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So as an adult, and now Taskmaster's a baddie, remember, but as an adult, Tony Masters joined S.H.I.E.L.D. and became an agent.
Oh.
So he was a good guy.
Was he part of Hydra?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So during a mission, Tony found an elderly scientist who was shot in the chest and slowly dying. Before this scientist died, he gave Tony a syringe, creating
of course,
containing an experimental Nazi version of the super soldier serum.
There's always a syringe full of serum.
And that was to enhance the abilities gained by his photographic reflexes. So Tony injected himself with this super soldier serum, and after that he began to develop additional powers like strength and agility and things like that. Captain America style stuff.
Yeah, okay.
But it was set back by the fact that the memories he gained by watching others, like the knowledge of combat or marksmanship or dancing or whatever, that would overwrite his personal memories.
Okay, so he forgets stuff.
Yeah, his brain only has enough space for so much stuff, but he's always taking in new information.
So he has to relearn stuff then, I'm sure.
Yeah, he can hold on to, there's certain things, like, he can hold on to 6 languages at a time, and he can remember like basic hand-to-hand combat, but it's more like personal stuff. Like he'll forget people and where he's been.
Jesus.
Yeah, like he can see a picture of a place and know that he's been there, but he can't remember anything about it.
Right, because he's forgotten all of his own personal situations.
Exactly.
Right.
So Tony forgot his wife and field agent partner, Mercedes Masters.
Mercedes Masters is a great name.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Double M. He also forgot his history with S.H.I.E.L.D. So Mercedes is kind of weird. She's set up...
She's a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vroom, vroom.
Very good. Nice input.
Thank you.
She crafted an elaborate setup to control and guide Tony in his new guise as the Taskmaster.
Jesus. She's really got into fifth gear.
Yeah.
Pedal to the metal.
Jesus Christ. So using a series of muscle memory and reflexive tasks, she linked Taskmaster to the Org.
The Org.
O-R-G, yeah. The Org was like a handler.
Because we've done the Orb.
Yeah.
So I got confused. Oh, the Org.
It's his handler between jobs, and it's like a constant in his life. Because as long as they check in every so often, he'll always remember them. So if that's his only point of contact, he can be controlled to do whatever is needed.
So he's like their own personal, like, I don't know, gun for hire?
Yeah, pretty much. She'll just points him in a direction. So the Org is Mercedes, his wife that he's forgotten about.
Right.
And she's just like, these skills are too valuable to S.H.I.E.L.D. to give up.
And so she's like, just sacrificed her own personal life.
Yeah, for S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
So she was gathering intelligence through Taskmaster, because Taskmaster is a villain and he interacts with the world as a villain, but he works for S.H.I.E.L.D. So he's a double agent without knowing it.
Wait, okay, what?
So S.H.I.E.L.D. have Tony Masters.
Yes.
And they say, right, this guy is great, he can do anything, but we can't just send him on missions. Like, why don't we use him as a spy to infiltrate villains, learn everything, and then tell all this to the Org, who works for us?
Right. So he's a double agent, but he doesn't know he's a double agent.
No, he thinks he's just a mercenary.
Right. That's really interesting.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
So he has infiltrated like so much of the supervillain underground.
And does he become friends with them?
He doesn't really make friends, because he's like, I won't remember you in 6 weeks.
So they kind of just bring him in because he's the best.
Yeah, a lot of the times he will fight people so he remembers them.
Right.
Because he'll learn their combat style. And that will overwrite a personal memory, but he'll remember that one person.
Okay.
So Tony started stealing money and stuff as a villain, and he used that to establish a base of operations to train criminals, which was known as Taskmaster's Academy. And he would train anyone that could pay him.
But, like, he can't. It'd be very hard for him to train. In a weird way.
Yeah.
Because he never trained himself.
No, he's just naturally good at it.
So it's like, why don't you just do it?
It's more a case of that, like, he knows every combat style, so you just run at him.
Yeah.
And try and get a hit in.
And he knows them all.
Yeah.
And eventually he'll also know your combat style.
Exactly, and he'll know even better how to beat you. He can preempt your moves.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So, one of the first men he trained was a guy called Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead.
Of course.
He was a crime lord and the governor of Michoacan in western Mexico.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
The old Michoacan.
And to show solidarity to the Don and his men,
The big Don.
Tony donned a skull-inspired mask as an homage to Santa Muerte, a Catholic personification of death.
A lot of words.
Yeah. So Taskmaster looks like the Grim Reaper the whole time, and he's really cool.
Right. That's his outfit all the time.
Yeah. Skull helmet. And kind of... It used to look kind of
Big
piratey.
hood?
Big hood.
Big hood as well.
Big hood cape.
Cape.
Yeah. It's kind of piratey body armour.
Right, not like a sight.
No.
Okay.
He does have swords and things like that. At one point in Tokyo, Tony lost all of his weapons. So he was just a man who could learn things. So he began a quest to remember some of the things he'd forgotten. And while he was on this quest, the org, who he's gone rogue from S.H.I.E.L.D. at this point.
Right.
So he's broken free of
But he doesn't know he's got rogue.
No. He's just never checked in with the org and forgotten.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. So it seems like the org had put out $1 billion bounty on his head.
That's pretty big.
Because as a like hitman, as a gun for hire, if you can learn anything and do anything, he can mimic people's voices.
Oh, he's the best killer in the world.
He's the best at everything.
Right.
Now, there are limits. I'll get into a bit of it now. That, say, someone lifts a car, he can't do that.
Because he doesn't have the strength.
No. He can lift about double his body weight.
Like an ant.
Like an ant. But yeah, like it's only things that are physically possible for him to do. Like, he can't fly by looking at someone fly.
Not like the Black Condor, who learned to fly just because he lived with birds.
Live with birds, yeah.
Not
That's
that
a natural
level
progression.
Yeah, natural progression, yeah, of course.
So many of the teams that Tony had trained, including AIM and Hydra, they attempted to collect this $1 billion bounty, but they only succeeded in finding him. They couldn't kill him.
Nobody can kill him.
Nobody can kill him because he knows all the moves.
Unless you kill him before he knows you're there.
But even then, he knows that you'd try that. Because he taught you.
Right. Okay, but like, what if, in my head, like, if you had a sniper from like 500 feet away, and you just shot him, but surely he couldn't know that the bullet was coming.
No, but he would know, okay, I'm in this location, I have to walk through here to here, it's an open space, they're going to put a sniper up on that hill.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, like, it's tactics as well, it's not just muscle memory.
Fuck.
He's fucking cool, man. So it was during the quest to find his memories, excuse me.
Yep, get it out.
Clap. It was during the quest to find his memories that Tony temporarily learned of his true past. That of a married former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who mistakenly took a Nazi serum that granted extraordinary abilities.
Mistakenly?
He very clearly injects it into himself.
Oh no, not the Nazi serum!
I fell on a syringe! So he also briefly met his wife, Mercedes, again.
And she rummed right on in.
Right on in.
Yeah.
She came up underwater too quickly, had the bends. But ultimately, he was forced to learn the new fighting skill of a man called Redshirt, and he put out the fake bounty on him, and that erased all of his knowledge of his past, because he learned this new fighting style.
So he learned it again and then had to forget it.
He chose to forget it so that he could save his wife. And apparently this has happened repeatedly to him.
That he just keeps saving his wife.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he'll choose saving her over remembering her.
Is this guy not a hero?
He's such a tragic dude.
Yeah. And like, so he always does things for the right reasons, or he's always being played by other people.
Yeah. Now he is a villain in his own right as well.
So he's a dick, like.
Well, he'll do bad things, like he'll commit crimes, but he knows he has no memory. He's working.
He remembers that he has no memory.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, and he knows that he doesn't know where he comes from. So he'll go to discover it apparently every so often.
Right.
And then
forget it immediately.
Yeah. Because things like that just happen to him.
Jesus Christ.
It's rough.
Yeah.
So that's all you really need to know about him.
Okay.
I'm going to go into some of his powers and abilities. So he has artificially enhanced physiology. So, you know, the super soldier serum gave him like enhanced strength, enhanced reflexes.
All Captain America stuff.
All Captain America stuff. But with his ability of photographic reflexes, it fucked with his memory.
Right.
Which is tough. So he can copy just about anything. Even
within limits of what he can do.
But it's not just related to fighting. Like he's an expert painter. He's an expert musician.
He's the most powerful man on the planet.
Yeah, he's a great magician because he just sees
the most useful skill you could have.
Well, look.
Yeah, look.
Basically, all his powers are double that of a human. So he can run twice as fast, he can lift twice as much as a regular human.
Okay.
But that's nowhere near what a lot of people are.
But weirdly, that's not the most impressive thing about him.
No.
That's a serum that he got from a bottle that he accidentally enhanced himself
Apparently.
with. Oh no, I fallen on the Nazi syringe. But like, the most impressive thing about him is that he can do anything.
Yeah. He has superhuman reflexes and superhuman agility. His agility is comparable with Spider-Man's and Daredevil's.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's agility and Daredevil's agility is like...
They're unreal.
Yeah.
So he's at their level. And now I'd like to go through the Marvel 1 to 7 rating system.
The old 1 to 7 rating system.
Now, it's kind of... It's
harsh.
Yeah, but it's grand until a certain point. So his intelligence is 4.
I don't think his intelligence is 4.
You think it's higher or lower?
Yeah, higher. Like, he can remember everything, but he forgets it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And he doesn't... He's not smart. He can just mimic.
Yeah, okay. He doesn't know why he knows how to do that. He just knows.
He was just born with it.
Fucking hell.
His strength is 3. His speed is 2. Durability is 2.
Doesn't that mean Captain America's strength is and speed is 3?
See, I think Captain America's is superhuman.
Yeah, he's like the peak physical human form.
Yeah.
So he can run as fast as an Olympian and is as strong as the strongest Olympian.
Yeah, whereas I think Tony Masters is twice as fast as an average man.
Okay, right.
Energy projection is 1. Fighting skills is 7.
Yeah.
Because any fighting skill he sees is his now.
For that fight.
Yeah, and indefinitely, like, he can work.
Does he not forget the fighting skills as well?
No, they just overwrite personal memories.
So he knows every fighting skill he's ever learned.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! So you couldn't defeat him at all then?
Not well. It's you have to outthink him. Like you have to do better.
And
like, if your movements are unpredictable, you have a better chance against him.
And who's the heroes that come up against him?
It's a lot of Spider-Man's, Daredevil, Deadpool. A lot of the mercenary characters kind of come up against him.
Spider-Man, no mercenary.
No mercenary. He has some stuff with the Punisher and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, which in that case it's cool because it's like ultimate skill versus the ultimate skill.
Yeah.
You know,
I'd like to see him versus Deathstroke.
Him versus Deathstroke would be very cool.
Yeah, I think he'd probably win though.
I think so, just on variety.
Yeah, he could do anything.
Yeah. And it's not just like fights he's been in. Any fight he's ever seen. Like he could just watch UFC all day.
And just be an expert at that.
Yeah.
And so then it becomes like he's in the Black Widow movie. It becomes a case of you need to end the fight before he learns your fighting skill.
Yeah, you're on a timer.
And how long do you have?
It's fairly quickly. Like it's...
Because you said it's like photographic, so it could be like 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah, like if you do a punch, you can't throw that same punch again.
Fuck. Right. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson's going to die.
Again.
Throw her off that mountain, leave her there.
She was better off.
There's no point in coming back, lads.
But I just think Taskmaster's a really cool character.
Yeah.
In that respect. And I think he's a great... He's not even... Like, he's a villain.
And he's not known in any way.
No.
He's not even big in the comic books, really.
Not a huge amount. My favourite... I've told you this. My favourite appearance of him is in Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, where he learns... He tries to mimic Deadpool and goes full crazy.
Yeah, and he realises he's in a comic book.
Yeah.
And just that's it.
Fuck.
It's so good.
I think I've said fuck a lot in this episode.
Because isn't he a great character? And he's so tragic.
Yeah, there's like so many layers there that you could get into. And it's weird that he doesn't have more mainstream knowledge. But the thing about that is why he doesn't is because he's so overpowered.
Yeah, you can't use him in every fight.
Like, if you used him in a movie, like, the hero couldn't win.
No.
For example, in a Black Widow movie, which she's going to have to figure out a way to beat him.
Yeah, and probably beat him for good.
Because you can't bring him back.
No, if he's still alive in that universe...
He will kill her the next time they fight.
Yeah. Isn't he cool?
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's
I love
amazing.
Taskmaster. And he looks badass as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll find a picture of him. But I have to put it on Instagram anyway.
There you go.
Yeah, Taskmaster. Wow. I did not know anything about him, but now we are all smart.
You're ready for the movie.
Ready for the movie. Yeah, so I think that was a very good report.
Thank you very much.
He's a hero, but also a villain.
Also a villain.
Yeah.
An anti-hero, which we love on this show.
Yeah, oh, I love a good anti-hero. It's all very, very clear what direction they're going in. Definitely not bleak or vague in any way.
Would you like to take us out?
Yeah, so if you want to support the show, you can use the Here's for Hire podcast on Patreon. The link is in the description below. If you want to support, you don't have to. You still get all the same 3 episodes every single week. It's just a case of if you want to throw something our way, that's completely fine. You can follow us on Twitter at Here's for Hire Pod, the 4 is the number 4, Facebook Here's for Hire Podcast, Instagram Here's for Hire Podcast. All that stuff will be in the description, as I said. And you can listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, anywhere you get your podcasts. And most importantly, if you could just leave a like and review, that'd be great on iTunes. It really helps us out in terms of the algorithm, whatever that means. And most importantly, even more importantly, just tell what human being we exist.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes, and improv.
Improv with our podcast.
Yeah, so that is going to be for another week of Hero Zero. I'll be back next week with something that's probably not as cool as Taskmaster, but we'll strive
it's
to.
It's a hard act to follow.
I think I'll remember this for a long time, Shaun.
I might.
Yes.
Let's have a fight.
So I've been Conor.
I've been Shaun.
I will see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.